Hi, this is Sarah Jeremiah Wilson, Wisdom for Women Only in the Born Again Bride YouTube channel. This is part 3 of a message I'm trying to get out about women, babies, and God. It's what I'm going to call it. This is part 3. I keep getting interrupted because of power surges after a storm that are causing an alarm to go off. So I apologize for the interruptions. Anyway, I was talking about 2 Timothy 1. Verse 7, God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. Sound mind means self-control. I mean, yeah, we're natural, in the natural state as women, as humans, we have physical desires and needs, which are normal, and that's a good thing because that's how we make babies. But we're not supposed to be making babies indiscriminately, and we're not supposed to be acting wild. We're supposed to have control over these desires and needs. So nobody, like I said, is going to die from celibacy. We're going to die spiritually, and we can run the risk of dying physically from indiscriminate, intimate relations outside of marriage. So we need to be saving ourselves from Mr. Right. Mr. Wrong can go along on his way. We don't need to be taking time with Mr. Wrong. We don't have that much time. We're very busy people. And we don't have hearts that feel like being broken or used, and we don't want to be used ourselves. We are better than that. We're children of the Most High God. We're daughters of a king. Do you want to see daughters of a king out exposing themselves in intimate ways to indiscriminate men? We can't be doing that. We're ladies. We need to be waiting for Mr. Right. If we stop giving to Mr. Wrong, maybe Mr. Wrong will get his act together and start acting right. And maybe Mr. Wrong will become Mr. Right, be a wonderful husband and father someday to some other lady. If it's not us, if he's not Mr. Wrong, Mr. Right for us. So let's get our heads on straight, ladies. If we love our children, we're going to be thinking selflessly. We're not going to be thinking selfishly. Oh, I'm 35 and I'm not married, but I've always wanted to have a baby. I think I'll just have one. Well, we're not machines and we're not robots. Our babies need dads. So let's not be selfish. Let's be selfless. That means going without a baby for another 5 years or maybe forever, or praying and asking the Father to send us Mr. Right. Yeah, he probably will. Wait on God. God does make us wait. That's why patience and long suffering is a fruit of the Spirit. He's going to work that in us. So he's not going to make it easy. He doesn't make it easy for his kids. He didn't make it easy for Christ or the apostles. Is he going to make it easy for us? Of course not. He's trying to refine us and develop us into godly saints. It's going to come with a little bit of tribulation. We must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of God. Acts 14:22. So let's not be selfish. Let's be selfless. Let's wait. Let Mr. Wrong go along his way. We don't need to be putting ourselves in tempting situations with attractive men. So if we're attracted to a man, let me just tell you as a warning, I'm probably a good bit older than most of you. If a man is very, very charming and has a great line, it's probably the guy we don't want. If it's a great line, what's it a line for? It's often to get intimate with a woman. Do we want a man who's been around with a lot of women? I mean, if that's part of who he is, if he's a playboy at heart, do we really want a playboy? Is that the kind of man we want to marry? Do we want a playboy in our lives that we'll never see again if we have a baby by him? Of course not. We're not stupid. So we want a sincere man, a godly man who has proven himself, who has the decency and the strength of character to work hard at what he does and to be full of honor and honesty and integrity. Somebody who uses God's wisdom and uses it in his job and with his family dealings and his personal dealings. So let's not be taken in by playboys, Don Juans. We're looking for a serious man who thinks we're the best of the best. We're the woman he can't let get away, and it's the woman he doesn't want to live without. And he's so serious about us, and he loves our character so much that he's going to be on bended knee and asking for our hand in marriage. So these are the men we do want, the men with character and who are solid and stable and committed to us and to the children. So we want to give our children the gifts of a father, a good father, not a bad father. And if we stop giving unworthy men the pleasure of our company, they're probably going to start thinking about, well, what do I need to do to become a worthy man? And I'm not saying they're unworthy and that they're not valuable human beings. Of course they are. We just want them to become better and more godly so that if we're not the one, that they'll be a great match for the woman who God meant for them to have someday, and for the children He is meant to father someday. So let's stop putting a curse on our children by having babies out of wedlock. Let's give them the gift of a great father. For those of us who are in situations where we're divorced or we were young and stupid, like most of us have been, including myself, for those of us who have had children out of wedlock and already have children, well, let's just be the best moms we can be. And certainly God will put wonderful men in our lives that'll be good role models and loving men figures for our children. But let's not do that again. I mean, we know better now. So let's go on the right path and let's do this well and right. Ask God to help us. And remember, for those of us who don't have a husband, God is our husband. And He's here to help us. You know, if we're in the church, if we're in the Word and know the Father, and following Him and obeying Him, He's duty bound to take care of us. So He'll take care of us. It doesn't mean He's going to put us in a palace and give us a Rolls Royce, but He'll take care of us. We'll have food and shelter, and He'll take care of us. Anyway, thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a good week.